Hi, I'm Mrs. Burns, and welcome to section 5.3b of our chapter 5 unit on surface area. And today we're going to look at how to calculate the surface area of a triangular prism. So remember that we can redraw a 3D image as a 2D image, which we would call a net. And this allows us to calculate all those different little areas in order to find that total surface area. So today we're going to look at triangular prisms. Let's draw as many nets as we can think of. Here, I'll help you out. Start the first one. You can draw it like this. So this has 1, the bottom is 2, and this side is 3 sides. So 3 long sides plus 2 little triangles on the end. That would be one way that you could draw the net for a triangular prism. So I want you to try to think of at least a couple more, and we can compare them in class next day. You may notice that these nets, we have rectangles and triangles, so we already know how to calculate the surface area. Of a rectangle, we just do the length times the width, so that's really easy. Length times width is our area, and for a triangle, we know that the area equals the base times height divided by 2. You could also have a triangle kind of like this, and this one in fact is a right triangle, and if you have the height here and the base here, the reason we divide it by 2 is kind of if you just were to finish off that other side, that would make a square. So a triangle here, a right triangle, is really just half of a square. So the 2 legs could act as your base and height. So there's a little trick for if you run into that kind of triangle. Let's try this together. Find the surface area of the following triangular prism. Oh, this looks tough. Let's draw a net. First things first, we'll draw the same net that I drew a moment ago. Here we go. So we have 3 rectangles and we have 2 triangles. And we know that the area of a rectangle equals length times width, and we know that the area of the triangle equals base times height divided by 2. Those are things that we already know. We can even put brackets there. So let's do the rectangles first. So if we want to find the area of a rectangle, well, we can start adding these values in here. The long part is 9, and the short part here is 3. So the area equals length times width, and we have a length of 9 meters times 3 meters. 9 times 3 is 27. Meters times meters is meters squared. There you go. Well, let's try to find now the area of the triangle. And the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So if we plug in the base is 3 meters times the height is 2.6 meters divided by 2. If you plug that into your calculator, you'll get 7.8 meters squared divided by 2. And that gives you 3.9 meters squared. All right, is that the total surface area? No, it's not, because you have 1, 2, 3 rectangles and you have 1, 2 triangles. So let's go over here to the left. The total surface area equals your 3 rectangles plus your 2 areas of your triangles. So we have 3 areas of a rectangle, and the area was 27 meters squared. And we have 2 triangles, and the area of the triangle was 3.9 meters squared. So that's how we can calculate the total surface area. Oopsies, let's plug it all in. That looks weird. I don't know why I did that, but let's plug it in. We have 81 meters squared plus 7.8 meters squared. Add it all together, you get a grand total of 88.8 meters squared is your total surface area. Here again, like last day, SA just stands for surface area. All right, let's try the next example on the back. A triangular prism has a length of 6 centimeters, a width of 8, and a height of 4 centimeters. What's the total surface area? And show all of your thinking. If you want to get full marks, you got to show it. So a right triangular prism, let's draw it then. It's a right angle. We have 1, 2, so this is a right angle like this, and we've got 6 centimeters, we have 8 centimeters, and it has a height of 4, so let's do 4 centimeters there, and if we were to make it a little bit 3D here. Look at that, 3D triangular prism. So We've drawn this. We could also draw the net. That could be helpful. There are 3 sides. So 1, 2, 3, plus 2 triangles for our net. The 3 sides are 4 by, we don't know this long hypotenuse here. We don't know this value x, but this side's 8 and this side's 6. And again, this is 8, this is 6. Each of these little guys is 4. So we don't know the hypotenuse, so are we going to be able to figure out the area of the rectangle? No. So we need to first of all find x. So let's write that here, find x. So to do that, hey, guess what? It's back to Pythagoras. Because if this is a right angle and we know the 2 legs, we can find the unknown. So we know a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and we know that a squared is like 6 squared. 8 can be our b, and this equals x squared. So we can plug this in. 36 plus 64 equals x squared. 100 equals x squared. If we square root both of these, we'll get 10 equals x. Hooray! So now we have a value here. This length is 10. Now if we find our area of the rectangle, this is now length times width, and this is 10 times 4. So this will give us an area of 40 centimeters squared. And the area of the triangle equals base times height divided by 2. And we can call the base 6 times 8 divided by 2. 6 times 8 is 48 divided by 2 equals 24 centimeters squared. Beautiful. Are we done? No, we haven't figured out the total surface area because our total surface area has 3 rectangles plus 2 triangles. So we can say 3 times 40 centimeters squared plus 2, or you could even put this in brackets, it doesn't really matter, 2 times 24 centimeters squared. And here we'll get 120 centimeters squared plus 48 centimeters squared. And this gives us a grand total of 168 centimeters squared as our total surface area. All right, we are going to practice this lots in class next day. Please come to class ready to learn.